Portland police are #1 when it comes to being villains.
Don't let your kids watch it!
And what demonstrates that is the fact that the Department of Justice has recently released the fact that Portland PD has been violating their own use of force policies and also violating the consent decree that the Portland Police Bureau has been under for quite some time. And this agreement came in 2014 after Portland PD was known to engage in use of force against mentally ill people that was excessive, and it was so excessive that it got the attention of the federal government, which, if you know anything about police, that is really tough to do. And let's not mince words here, because when it comes to federal consent decrees, less than 30 police departments around the country are under such a decree. So mathematically speaking, anyone who tries to defend the Portland Police Department is not only on the wrong side of history, but they are mathematically incorrect. And the city of Portland and its police department only came within compliance with this consent decree back in 2020. But ever since then, Portland police have engaged in a pattern or practice that appears to be worse than the very conditions that caused this police department and its city to be placed under the federal consent decree in the first place. And it's kind of hard to question that when the Portland commissioner, whose name is Joanne Hardesty, who is a black woman, was actually framed for a crime that she never committed by Portland police and the person who was the head of the Portland Police Union at the time. And we find out that former Portland police officer Brian Hunsaker crafted a story about Joanne Hardesty being involved in a hit and run, and it turns out that was a lie. And the reason why this man and Portland police lied on this woman is because she's an outspoken critic of Portland police. And so when the very person who's supposed to be in charge of keeping you accountable is being framed by you, well, I think that even Robbie Rotten would have to admit that he is not the #1 villain.
Pretty damn bad, huh?
Sweet, big.
Right. Business as usual.